Hey everybody, and welcome back to Jaraci 14. Welcome to the lower bracket, where we're going to watch the finals here between Houston and PhoenixYo, or Eclojo on Steam, as we all know. Now we can check our info.txt here, which has been lovingly provided by Houston, not Phoenix, sorry. Faction picks are going to be Conef versus Coalition for the series. Of course, you can see Houston, definitely, you know him as a Conef main. He's the missile magician. He lands every single one of them somehow. And PhoenixYo doesn't like to ban maps for some reason, but Houston's going to ban College Teeth. Now, you should note, in a best of 7 with 9 maps in the pool, if you ban 2, then every other map is going to be played. So, it's actually kind of a big deal that PhoenixYo doesn't ban a map here. Now, the picks, Torrent Crater, first pick for Houston. I actually don't like this pick terribly much. I think he should have done something like GT Alt or whatever, but I'll explain that in a moment. And then Firebase Krill for Phoenix and Shallows. He loves Shallows, but Houston came prepared for that one. We'll have to see how that plays out. Kartoba for Houston, which is going to be a good map for him. Phoenix, which could go either way. Tight End Passage for Houston will be a good map for him. And then Canyon Outpost is Game 7. Now, I'll explain the reason why I'm saying these maps are good or bad. PhoenixYo has been... And let me try to set the stakes here, alright? Because Houston didn't make upper bracket. Being in the Group A, he really didn't have too much of a chance, to be honest. Fought his way up here, though. He went through Void Warrior, which was kind of tough. He went through Majira, which was very tough, and 3-0'd him. And now he looks to take his second ever lower bracket win. PhoenixYo, meanwhile, came down here to meme, man. He wants blood, you know? He came down here to play his fun strats and just kind of kill everybody. Was pretty easy in the quarterfinals. Had a kind of a tough time against Sick IGN, but he did manage to beat him 3-0. I say a tough time not because Sick IGN really was close to winning the series, but because he was close to winning some games. There's more messed up in the replay. Oh, okay, well, you have to send me the new one after this. But, you know, PhoenixYo, I think, kind of expects to go into the lower bracket and just kind of smash everybody out, but here he might have some difficulty. He's been playing this style where he goes with AVs and just runs people over. Just Carrier did this. Oh, there's 2 games of this map. Yeah, I can see what the problem was. Just Carrier did this against Discara, nearly beat him in a best of 5, which is insane. And Houston has been doing a lot of prep. He's been playing like 10 games a day for a week. I'm not even kidding. That's actually true. Just specifically grilling this strategy, trying to beat it. So, yeah, he's really prepared for this. Yeah, you did like a redo, right? Because there was lag in one game. He was talking to me about that. This game getting shot up a little bit here. It looks like it's going to be okay. The thing is, PhoenixYo, sorry, is happy for this. He wants to deny his opponent any scouting information, so he's glad to kick these skims around just a little bit. Second PC going to pop out here for Houston, by the way. Very, very nice. So he'll jump up onto 3 base a lot faster than his opponent, but here's the AAV fab, here's the carrier production. And, you know, this is gonna be really, really a hard push to hold. It always is. You'd be amazed if you haven't played this before just how difficult it is. But again, Houston's been practicing. He's ready for this. Yeah, the way I heard the story of the replayed game was that, like, the lag was really unbearable, and you agreed to replay it, so I don't see why there should be any problem. But I don't know. I wasn't there, so hard to say. I will say, for situations that require a lot of micro, lag and DOK can be quite bad, so I wouldn't be surprised. Railgun Tech not yet started for Houston, by the way. He didn't manage to see AAVs either, but he did see the 3 base location. Oh, wait, I take it all back. Look, there's a dead Sandstorm over here. He must have seen AAV Tech. Actually, for Phoenix, though, it's going to be 3 base here, so his timing is not great. He's going to be very slow with these AVs. We do have Railgun Fab on the way for Houston now. Fleet Cap 65 coming up. That's true. Yeah, for you, hard time microing is just how it works. Yeah, that does have to be said. PhoenixYo's still playing on this terrible setup, so... He's got the debuff just naturally. Skin's gonna take a nice trade here, by the way. Looks like they'll get this one too. These 2 LAVs are very, very low, but I actually like what PhoenixYo is doing here. He wants to scout, right? And sure enough, he could have seen Railgun Tech, maybe. It was up for like half a second, but... Yeah, production upgrade on the way here. This is the second production upgrade. What the heck? So he's gonna be very, very late on these AVs. This is quite surprising. That's the take I was gonna put. Like, if Houston asked for the replay and you said yes, there's no problem with that. Either way, either way. We shall have no strife on this stream. We shall have no strife whatsoever. Sandskimmer's gonna get poked a bit by the support cruiser. What he wants to see is 3-base timing, though. And he will. Skim gonna come up here and check it. Here come the AVs now, there's 4 of them. They're gonna go out on the long angle, out this way. Yeah, this is very, very late. I mean, Houston could kind of do whatever he wants. When we were drilling this, and like I said, I mean, really, we've probably played like 40 games of me just AV rushing Houston over and over again. The strategy here was always to hit a lot sooner than this, but, you know. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Like, you're giving context for why we had 2 replays of Terrain Crater. Is this the right one, then? Or is this, like, the wrong replay? I think this is the right one. I hope it is. We'll just assume that it is. If the game ends and, like, one player wins or loses and you're like, wait, that's not right, tell me then, and then we'll know. But we're just gonna assume that this is the right one. It's gonna be Railgun Fed for PhoenixYo. Yeah, this is very strange. Look, there's only 4 AVs here. Make that 6, but this is not what I would expect. Houston has tons of railguns to answer, but the problem is he doesn't actually have a whole lot of scouting. You need to keep these skims up here in the front so that you can, like, watch what your opponent is doing and, you know, be ready for him. If it turns out he's got kind of a skeleton crew like this, you actually want to push, because Houston has a much better army on the field right now. He even has EMP. So if he pushes out like this, you know, he can actually do a lot of damage here. But okay, good, good. AV's gonna be seen here now. And again, also, when you're getting AV pushed like this, you actually want to be holding, like, out on the rocks here if you can, because otherwise it's actually pretty easy to push in, so. But now it's a bit too late to get that positioning. Armor 1's done, by the way. Armor 2 on the way for PhoenixYo. But yeah, he's getting the artifacts out. Houston not able to pick this one. Actually, he could have. He could have just grabbed it with the smoke, but... But yeah, you really want to be proactive. You want to move these guys out here and start, you know, attacking these AVs. I love their positioning if he was going to get jumped, but here he's actually... Yeah, this is what Phoenix always says. Artifacts are gay, and then look at this, he's extracting. What does that tell you about PhoenixYo? Anyway, yeah, you really want to be proactive with these railguns, right? You don't want to just leave them back at home. You want to go over here. PC gonna come out, so this unlocks the carrier. Honor Guard tech even available right now. And Houston finally starting to move out here, but I think it's really pretty late. Like, this artifact already got out. These two might even as well. You really want to be pushing already. You want to just get your opponent off of this position if you can. And he's got way more numbers than his opponent here. Like, in a straight fight, there's no contest. These AVs will just melt. But he's not taking that fight, so really needs to be more aggressive here. Gotta target the right one as well. This PC actually a little bit misplaced, by the way. If this thing's not close enough, the salvagers will have to move, which actually adds up to quite a lot of money lost over time. Yeah, but I mean, look how many he's got. This is 10 heavy railguns being held off by like 4 AVs. This is like amazingly good for PhoenixYo. And in the meantime, look, he's just spent all of his time building all these LAVs. And there's no vision here, right? I mean, you look for Houston's side of the map, he could have anything. It could be air tech, which I think he actually has gotten missile ship fab. Oh, he's even built some, yeah? Yeah, I mean, this is too slow. You've got to really, like, push out here. Honor guards are gonna be good though. He's got honor guard tech on the way. And battle cruisers are out. What the crap? Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Kind of a weird unit to build here anyway, because like, you know, it's slow as heck, and there's like 90 railguns on the field. Yeah, well the thing is, he doesn't have any vision, right? I mean, he doesn't, like, this is what he sees, you know? So he absolutely has to have anti-air here, because, you know, maybe there's air. But if you're able to be a bit more proactive with these skims and scout around, maybe you'll find the LAV blob, and you'll see that there's no air tech, you know, and then you can really be winning the game, so... Yeah, definitely the scouting and the proactivity here is lacking for Houston. He does have BR inventory, that's true. Double gunship, by the way, building for PhoenixYo. He's just gotten every tech. Yeah, I think maybe Houston's kind of on, like, defense mode here, and he's kind of letting his opponent get away with it. Because, look, now the railguns are out, and, like, there's nothing here. There's, like, 5 AVs. 6, like... No, just 5. It's like, he could have taken this position ages ago if he wanted to move out for it. And now the LAV blob is actually pretty threatening. How many is this? Just casually 18 LAVs. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I think for Houston, like, once this hits, it's just gonna be terrible. So, you're gonna need to just kind of base trade. Oh, dear. This doesn't look good now. A bunch of skims out, right? He's got 8, but he's got 18 over here. And these things are upgraded, too. So, they're gonna fight really, really well. Carrier should be able to block the artifact, though. Here comes the attack now. Boost was already used to just get here a little bit faster, so they don't have that available, but still pretty good depth packs, actually. Yeah, but Houston's got to go damage control mode now. He lands the EMP. Now, you want to barrage on the EMP if you can. Looks like he wasn't quite close enough. Oh, and the LAV stopped as well. That barrage is going to whiff. This one's good, though. Gets some good damage done. These LAVs are actually really lacking on health bars here. Over on the other side, this extraction went out, so the scoreline is 4-0. That makes things tough in a base trade scenario. LAV's just gonna bounce out, but they can come back later if they need to. Honor Guard's gonna live, though. Okay, that's really crucial. Yeah, I think that Houston's only hope here now is that he just goes out and attacks like crazy. Gunship, though, is starting to really hurt these railguns. Oh. PhoenixYo is using gunships properly? Something must be going wrong. Yeah, this is a very good use of the gunships. I really dislike using the gunships on Eco. This is what they do, man. Kills all of those railguns there. And LAVs are gonna stream back in. And the whole army is just dying here for Houston. Yeah, the only hope is that maybe he can make some kind of a miracle play happen over on this side. Yeah, like, why would PhoenixYo ever use his gunships like that if he can use... Or, on Eco, if he can use his gunships like that, you know? That's a gunship. Jeez. PC gonna die here, by the way. This guy's gotten pretty vetted, huh? But like I said, it feels like the only hope for Houston is to just try to base trade, but... Little does he know there's 2 BCs out here? This is the weirdest freaking crap. I don't know, like, how that happened. Well, what's strange is that he's getting BC tech at all. Like, I don't know. The ways of PhoenixYo are an absolute enigma. I think if Houston played proactively here, he really would have just killed him, but... It's a bit of a shame to start the series out this way. Maybe there's a chance here, but PhoenixYo is going to have to misplay really badly with these BCs. Houston needs to keep line of sight now. He's got to be kiting with these rails. BC, oh my gosh, BCs are hurting this carrier a lot. EMP lands. That's gonna slow things down a bit. Where's that honor guard? Here it is. Gunship is hitting for some damage too. I think one of them died actually to a missile ship when they made that first play. The BCs aren't really making too much progress here. They've got smoke available, but they haven't used it yet. This carrier is so low though. And the BCs die, so they trade the BCs for like 8,000 damage on the carrier. That's, you know, that's pretty good actually. But he has to finish it off here in order to make this work. By the way, power 2 in the healing might not be the play here, because like the jump from power 1 to power 2 is pretty small, so maybe you want to keep it in like missiles instead. Missile ship barrage gonna go down here. Can this thing EMP? Still waiting. There it is. Oh, the EMP was cancelled by a move order. Okay, he does hit it, but yeah, there's no follow-up. So. Salvagers are here, they're ready to mine. This is actually kind of a battlefield, you know, but they would like to mine here if they can. And yeah, it looks like the railgun does get cleaned up over here. Missile ship gonna be spared though. Honor guard is way too close. BC is hitting it now. EMP though, pretty good. Stuns up this BC. Actually managed to not hit his own salvagers there somehow. Another BC is going to fall, but there's another one on the field here. There's no railguns left, no EMP available. Oh wait, oh, I take it back. There is one. Missile ship is here. Needs to use the barrage on these AVs. Yep, it's gonna do that. Kills off one of them. But the AVs are gonna get the honor guard, and now it feels like there's just no army left. BCs are faster than carriers, so Houston can't run away here either. And that should be all she wrote for game one. Kind of a crazy match. Kind of a crazy match. You can tell Houston came really prepped to this. But PhoenixYo played it a lot slower than he was expecting, and I think that just sort of, yeah, if you look up Desperate in the dictionary, it just shows a picture of this. Oh yeah, you won the other, okay, that's good to know. Like the other, Touring Crater game that was restarted because of lag. Anyway, Houston came with a lot of prep here, but he didn't realize how slow PhoenixYo was going to play this, and I think he just wasn't ready to be proactive there. He had the units. I think he was really ready to, like, beat his opponent there, but just didn't really pull the trigger. Bombers? What the? This guy, he just jumped in and stole the kill. Did you see that? Stole! That's his name! Wait, no, you can't write this crap. Way to go, Stole. Jeez. Okay, that's good. That's good. Well, let's jump into game 2. Which I guess was redone again? Okay, so we're gonna check it out now. I mean the replays, that is. Like, we had the wrong replays for game 2 in our replay folder here. Okay. This is the last time I want to copy and paste all these 7 folders. There we go. Okay, so here's game 2. No, I mean he redid the map pack because there was some mistake with it. Fire Krill Bass, gonna be the map. Obviously, spam your fish and fire emotes in chat if you got them. And let's see what happens here. This one's quirky and unique. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be ref mode for PhoenixYo. Well, I'm gonna remind you that it's actually called a support cruiser, which the initials for that are SC, but you know, whatever. This is 4 on CUs and 1 on RUs here. Maybe. If it's retiring base runner, yeah. It's probably the fastest possible. I don't really like retiring the base runner though, because there's always the danger that you're gonna get rushed here, and you know, you really just have nothing at that point. Again, this is Con F. I mean, they not only have just the typical Gaussian rush strats, but they could even get you with blast drones, you know. Support crews are gonna pop here. Based on inventory teching already. Okay, now you're really unprepared for the rush. Yeah, this is actually just terrible. But you know, Houston is not rushing, as the case is, so he's gonna get away with it. It looks like. Very nice ref mode time for Houston as well, though. So they're gonna get up on 2 base at about the same time. And you can see he's gonna build a couple of LAVs or Sandscares, that is, just to go out and scout. Looks like PhoenixYo will do the same. Oof. That's a feels bad, man. Your build sucks. Would you say that's accurate? Anyway. I'm sure I'll have something to say about that when his ads are over. But I'll take the revenue. First little scuffles go down over here as the Sandscreamer and LAV are going to find each other. But Houston is expecting SC first. And as he drives out around here... Yeah, he's going to see... Okay, that's the same thing. No tech yet on the carrier. And Houston will probably try to jump up to 3 base now. What's wrong with your build? The problem is that you're... Like... You're getting an SC really, really fast, which is true. That's definitely the fastest timing. But if your opponent rushes you, you just die. 2 HP on this guy. He gets away. That's OP as heck. But yeah, if your opponent's rushing you, you just die there. So it's going to be AAV Fad from PhoenixYo. But yeah, we'll have to see if Houston will try to exploit the rush later. Well, okay, you can die the other way, but you will die this way. There's a big difference there. You see what I mean? And yeah, sure enough, Houston going for another PC, actually moving his carrier here, but that's probably just a mistake. But yeah, we'll have to see if he's able to exploit that later, because at this point, you know, you want to try and refute the build that your opponent is doing. Yeah, carrier went back, it's all good, okay. Railgun Fab coming out here. AV Tech is not yet done. So if you're Houston, you're probably thinking, what is it then? There's no air, but actually, he just happened to scout it like right before that tech was finished. Does he have vision on it right now? He does. Ah, but that would have been really hard to see. The AV module was opening, but he only had vision on it for like half a second, and the scout is gonna get killed. Okay, this AV tech might actually not be known then. Last time we saw PhoenixYo go really, really slow on the AVs, but he's speeding it up here, so he's got the 1 production upgrade and he's building them. Not gonna go like 3 base like he did last time. And to be fair, that was really terrible. I mean, if Houston had pushed in that game, he would have beaten him because PhoenixYo wanted to do everything. He wanted to have an attack and eco. You can't do it. This game he's doing it right, yeah. He's going for the AVs first, and then he'll go eco later. You didn't see it. Okay, that's probably gonna turn out to be important then. Honor Guard's on the way. That makes a lot of sense, right? Because, like, you didn't see Air Tech or AV Tech. You're like, well, maybe he's just gonna build a bunch of LAVs or something? He did last game. Honor Guard's actually not right here. He needs to check this carrier, and he needs to check it really fast, because he doesn't know what he's up against here. Here come the skims. Okay, he sees AV Tech now. Now he sees AVs. Okay, this is probably gonna make you start sweating here. Yeah, Honor Guard is gonna turn out to be bad here, but it's rough because like you couldn't even really know that it was bad until just now. Yeah, it's really important to keep the scout on the carrier, but like you can't know if they're getting tech. This feels pretty unlucky. This feels pretty unlucky, I've gotta say. Just in general, you mean? I think A-Game Inks would like to know your location. Heavy rails are out, by the way. EMP round's not started. Yeah, 3rd base is gonna have to be evacuated here for sure. Actually, there's a base runner coming to set turrets up, but I don't think this can work. He's doing a really good thing by bringing his carrier over. He can use the missiles now. I didn't see that. Maybe you're talking about the one that was replayed? Uh-oh, this heavy railgun gonna spawn in a dangerous position. There's not really anything you can do about that. Needs to keep kiting though. Uh-oh, this guy's moving forward. Okay, now it's moving back, but it's getting carrier blocked. Ah! Oh no. Oh no. Turret is set up too. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty annoying. The thing is though, this will get killed by the carrier. It's like not a really big problem. I think the AVs are sort of just gonna do everything on their own here. Yeah. What? That would never happen. That's never happened to anyone, I'm sure. It must be crazy, man. What are you talking about? That's crazy. By the way, PhoenixYo not expanding while he's ahead, but that's okay. He's probably just gonna end the game here, so. That'll be just fine. Honor Guard is actually about to pop here, but... yeah, I mean, it's too little too late. Plus, the carrier is not rotating to get the Honor Guard, like, facing in a good direction when it spawns here. Yeah, he's gonna GG anyway, it doesn't matter. Darn, man, that's so unlucky with the scouting on this carrier. Like, he was checking this carrier right when AV Tech finished, and then the Sand Scary got killed. Oh. PhoenixYo playing the numbers so well, that's ridiculous. And that's gonna end up being kind of an easy win then. This is 2 games now. Again, a lot of games left in this series, but you don't ever want to start it this way. And when you're talking about like series momentum, I mean, it's a big thing to... it's a big thing to like lose. Oh yeah, same thing happened to me. You're right, in that game against Descara? Jeez. Yeah, it's a big thing to lose like the first 2 games, because now you're going into game 3 like, oh, what do I do? However, Houston and I did come up with some specific prep for this game, alright? Because PhoenixYo has a very particular strategy, and it's terrible as heck. I hate it. What he does is he just turtles with like base runner turrets and stuff. And then he's like on 2 base when your opponent could be on 3 and extracting and whatever. So I said to Houston, okay, here's what you do, alright? You go ref mode, you unlock your carrier, you triple extract him, and then you just like drive up and blow him up with missiles. It's like turrets are worthless against a Conf carrier, right? Easier said than done, but we'll see now if Houston can do it. I think that, oh no, I said no contention in chat. No, no, no. You must not fight. It sucks to lose 2 games, I know that. I know the feeling, but... yeah, the game plan here is going to be ref mode, lots of base runners. And the plan is to just extract on him as much as you can. By the way, again, I love this Salvager move, but it looks like this time he actually... well, ref mode's still pretty far out. But... yeah, he wants to get these extracts out so that his carrier can deal with the turrets for him. Looks like Sandscreamer Fab gonna come out anyway. That does, you know, that's a lot safer than just going straight up with the carrier. No, man, we need you in the upper bracket, dude. You almost beat Descara in a best of 5. I want to see you, like, go big, you know? Yeah, by the way, it looks like this is going to happen. So Carrier moves out to the second. That allows him to be closer to the front line. I like this move. It hurts the economy a little bit, but I think it's actually worth it in the end. Houston has taken my coaching to heart. I love it. Oh, and he's going to catch the probe, too. Oh, that's just icing on the cake. Gets the probe here. Turret is set up. And again, this is the most prophylactic turret ever. Like, I'll say it again. You should never be building turrets like this unless you know your opponent is rushing you. Well, let's see if Houston can prove it, because you've got to kind of play well against this in order to make this thing fail. What he needs is extractions here. And yep, he's going to start building a base runner. Very good. His base runner getting hit too, but he's got the skins, so he'll be able to deal with this. Size isn't the most important thing? That sounds like something someone would say if they needed more size, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, base runner comes out. I wonder if he builds another one? I think he should. Taking good trades in mid. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, another base runner. Alright, check this out. So he's gonna go hard for the extractions here, right? Picks up one here. He hasn't started extracting it yet. Well, I mean, he has, but he hasn't started moving it. There we go. He's gonna head over to the extraction zone. Second artifact picked up here. There's the third base runner. Now, if you're PhoenixYo, this has got to be a bad feeling. You're like, oh gosh. Because, you know, what good is this turret doing? Plus, you got base runner inventory, retired the base runner, built another one so that you can have these turrets set up. Like, this is a lot of investment into basically nothing. And when these extracts come out, these turrets will just die in like 2 missile hits. So it really feels bad. Another PC for Houston, by the way. So you could jump up onto 3 base now if you liked. Looks like the LAVs are going to try to hit the base runners here. He wants to hit this one, which takes further to get to the extraction zone, but he sees the skims, so he'll just go for this one instead. Smoke going to be used. Turret getting set up over here as well, you know, this, yeah, that's how Phoenix plays. That is how he plays. Big started kind of waffling right at the extraction zone. Whoa. What if it got struck by lightning? Would that have killed it? No, he is going to go in there now. It's AV tech for PhoenixYo, though. Another SC comes out. Is he building AVs? Yeah, he is. I can see the light blinking. And Houston with a big float of CUs here. He really needs to be building RU cells right now, I think. And he's going to move his carrier out. Okay, I love this. If you're going to play it this way, though, you've got to be really decisive. Just, like, click right over here. Because what you want to do is kill off the turrets and kill off all the bases. Yeah, but as long as the light is blinking, you have to be building AAVs, so... Yeah, I can see it coming out now. But yeah, you want to be really decisive here. Clean this one up as fast as you can. Missile ship tech coming out. He hasn't seen the carrier for a while, so yeah, he does need to get anti-air, it seems. Again, though, it's better if you can scout these things, but it's a little easier said than done, especially when you know your opponent has got turrets set up. What Houston needs to do, though, is pick up these artifacts here. It looks like, actually, PhoenixYo is going to grab this one, which will put it on cooldown, which is very good for him. Yeah, that's the thing, though, like, you kind of just have to do it, because... Man, just carry... What? We can talk about joke patch later. I'm casting a finals, man. This is important. Anyway, you kind of have to get blind anti-air in those scenarios because you haven't seen what your opponent is doing. So it's better to scout. It's a lot better to scout. But if you got to, you've got to. Power 2 on the way, though. This carrier is going to be strong. And again, he should just blow up the bases and then, you know, the game's over. Not to mention, he still has the extraction threat. These 2 base runners should be picking up the artifacts right now if they can. And stay with the carrier where that's the safety. Missile lands, very good. Oh, there's a lot of damage to an AAV over there. Oh no, don't back away, don't back away! You've got to keep going forward here. Ah, why is he backing away? You can't do this. You have to just go ham if you're going to play it this way. Oh no. AVs, by the way, kind of getting repelled by, like, skins here. Also, he's got a bunch of CUs, so it'd be nice if he'd be building some blast drones here. Missile ship not going to feel great here, but he can do some. Oh, the Sandskimmers take a bunch of AoE there as well. Okay, carrier's finally moving out now. PhoenixYo is still completely unaware of the danger here. He's not teched anything that can stop this carrier. Railgun tech going to come out for Houston. I think, honestly, maybe the investment was better just getting power 3, but... I don't know. Yeah, you gotta be, like, pumping skims here as well. Also, the missile ships are no good now, because you know that there's AVs, so this one should really be cancelled. Carrier's scary, though, man. I mean, this is like a power 4 Conf carrier. Like, you have some serious kill threat here. Looks like Houston going to evacuate. I feel he evacuates on main a little bit too early, but... No more money off the base, then. So, power 3 is never going to happen. Railgun tech feels a little silly now, too, unless he's already built one. Yeah, he does. Okay. Let's check on the main flank here, though. PhoenixYo going to start powering up the weapons here now. What Houston really needs to do is kill the support cruisers first. But if his opponent is kind of on top of him like this, it's probably best to start powering up the weapons here, because the Conf carrier really hurts with its weapons, too. And there's going to be power 4 versus power 1. Like, that's... Like, in the weapon system, I mean. He doesn't have power 3 even, but you get what I mean. That's going to be really hard for PhoenixYo to win, but he needs to power up the weapons here. Okay, there we go. He's going to power them now. Ah, but not the healing. The thing is, like, the healing is not ever going to compete with, like, the damage that your weapons do, so it's best to have it in the other system. It's going to be close, but the Sandskimmers can contribute. They can kill these support cruisers. Again, though, base runners really should have been building blast drones this whole time. Railgun going to contribute. That's amazing. Actually, this railgun can do a ton if it can stay alive. It's really important to keep this thing up. Be good to get some focus fire. Hit this support cruiser here so that you get the armor break. Oh, but here come the AVs and the railgun stop kiting! Ah! Oh no, you can't do this! Ah! Oh dear. Railgun goes down? No. Carriers stop being great with the missiles either, and Houston typically pretty good at that. He must just be a little flustered. Base runner with the artifact gonna go down here, it looks like, and this one here doesn't have smoke, so it's gonna fall too. Ah, man. Okay, I think Houston can still win this, but it's gonna be really, really close. But yeah, with everything on top of you, you can't use the missiles anymore, so it's time to just power down everything. You just only want power in the weapons. Yeah, that's exactly the problem, right? Because you're trying to, like, hit the missile here, and then it's not quite out of the min range, and then the carrier starts moving. Yeah. Terrible. Anyone who plays ConF knows this pain. Death packs? Oh! That's good! That's actually gonna kill off these AVs and keep the salvagers alive. That might be big. Like, if he can get enough RUs, he can get another power tech. PhoenixYo, by the way, teching mobility now. Takes less time than power 2, so that's probably the right move. But all the support cruisers are dead here. This is where oh, and he's got the weapons powered up, good. This is where Houston's gonna start doing some serious damage to his opponent. Main base gonna get destroyed here as well. PhoenixYo still has money for like another support cruiser if he wants it, but nothing else. He's got nothing else in the tank here, because this base is gonna go down. Maybe he'll get one drop off of these salves, but most of them you reckon are just gonna die. Yep, looks like he spent that money on one last support cruiser. That's gonna be the final hurrah for PhoenixYo. And with mobility done, he powers up the weapons again. But it's true, the carrier is hitting salvagers. Yeah, it's really hard to keep the carrier focus firing, but it's got to be done. PhoenixYo has the targeting right. He's hitting the carrier, not these Sandskewers. Sandskewer's not going to do much damage here, but they'll do some. You know, it's worth whatever you can get. It's going to come down to the wire here. Support cruiser is out, but it's not going to last long. It's not even healing right now. Okay, there we go. A little bit of healing going to go on to this carrier now. Houston's carrier is so low. Ah, he is going to go down, and that's going to leave 1,000 health on this carrier from... Oh, you needed to depth pack him! Oh my gosh, yes, that would have been amazing. Ah, such a close game, that one. That's crazy. Man. That was a close game. That was a close as heck game. Yeah, I mean, I really feel like those kinds of carrier fights are hard to micro, surprisingly. You know, that really could have gone either way. Looks like PhoenixYo, though, gonna take it just narrowly. And that's so good for him, because now we're on series point. Let's jump into game 4 here. Which is gonna be on Kartoba. And yeah, you know, PhoenixYo actually wins all 3 of these. Torrent Crater didn't turn out to be so good for Houston, and Firebase Krill didn't go over either. Man, I don't want to talk about Joke Patch. I'm casting Jaraci Cup games. Okay, please, leave me alone for a second. Anyway, so PhoenixYo winning these 3. Now we move on to Kartoba, the cool ramp. Oh my gosh, imagine if you could drive on the Kartoba. Anyway, yeah, you know, this is a good map for Houston, but he's got it all to do. I mean, he's up against the wall now. Scoreline 3-0 doesn't feel good. Always smoked the base runner. Very good, very good. But he is mixing things up. Okay, you can already see a blast drum being built here. Sandskewer fad. Alright, so he's gonna change things up here. If I can change my view setting there. Let's see what PhoenixYo is up to over here. Looks like he's building a support cruiser right now. Yeah, and see, look, this is this very fast BR timing. Or, sorry, SC timing. This is what I was saying earlier. Like, I feel like if your opponent rushes you, you just die. So, you know, well, now we're gonna see if it works. Again, Houston has to prove it, but He's got the tools to do it now. I said your build was bad in game 2, but now we're gonna see if I'm right. Now we're gonna see if I'm right, eh? This is a 6 salvagers here, support cruiser. He does have LAV fab now, teching AAV fab, but he's got no defense here. And the thing is, I don't think Galzian can really do this, but like with Conf, you drive in here with this blast drone, you hit the salves, and then the Sandskimmers finish off the kills. It's like, you're just gonna die, so... Yeah, but that's the thing, like, if your build is not versatile, then your opponent can mix things up and just wreck you, so... Here comes the attack. Houston being a bit slow. Okay, now he goes in. That's a lot of skims. 7. Just don't hit that logistics module. Okay, he misses the logistics module. Gets a really nice hit on the Sandskimmers. Oh, or the salvages, that is. 1 goes down. Now he's hitting the support cruiser. Okay, here we go. He's gonna get a second one. Even the logistics module goes down, which is kind of nice. Doesn't quite get this third one here. Looks like he'll dive back in for it. Yep, gets a third salvager. Yeah, but that's the thing, like, when you retire the base runner with no probe, you can't know if the rush is coming, so you've got to assume it's happening every game. Because otherwise, you're just kind of giving away free wins like this. And make no mistake, at this point in the game, this is bad for PhoenixYo. Like, there's almost no coming back from this. Oh! Oh, he wants to retire the support cruiser, but it didn't quite go down. Oh, that's the worst, man. Sometimes these things just fail to retire. It's the most annoying thing. Yeah. It happens, man. It happens. The problem is that, like, the support cruiser gets carrier blocked as it's going into the carrier. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Terrible, terrible. Well, what are you gonna do? If I was Houston now, I wouldn't go for, like, ref mode either. I would want a railgun rush here. He's got the money for it right now. We'll see what he chooses. Yeah, it's gonna be railguns. But either way you play this, it's gonna be pretty good. I mean, if you go for ref mode, yeah, you're probably still gonna win. PhoenixYo getting trolled by his own units. That's pretty sad. Yeah, for sure. I still think this is like a terrible position to be in, but it would be a little bit better. There's no debating that. I wonder if PhoenixYo is at fleet capacity with this logistics module dying. Hopefully not. That'd make things even worse. But it's true, you have AV tech, but again, railguns are coming out. In fact, I think that's a heavy building right now. No. It's a Sandskimmer. Houston's got it! Houston's got it! If you would call them SCs instead of SPCs, they would have retired there. There's no arguing that. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Here comes that heavy railgun, though. He does have one building. It's about to pop here. Yeah, it would be nice to have AV sooner. It certainly would, but this is gonna be a tough hold. 3 salvagers too. Okay, now he's got 4, but still, this is a skeleton eco. And note that there's still a blaster on here. Like, he can just do it again if he wants. It can be a little hard to get onto the salvagers when the carrier's here. You kind of have to, like, give an attack order to something else, but... You're gonna call that not great? It just murdered you, man. I think it's cool. It's really fun to see this. Railgun plinking away, by the way. It looks like this AV is gonna survive. Just barely. Sandskimmer is pondering the attack here. Looks like they're gonna go in. The railgun's not really with them, though, so a bit of lack of coordination, but it was still sundered, so that thing goes down. Oh, another logistics module gonna fall. Oh, gosh. Well, this is the tournament setting. This is where it matters. And that, oh my gosh, there's so much damage. No, that was obviously he GG'd out there, but PhoenixYo is gonna surrender, and Houston takes the first game of the series, and that's good because again, he's on series points. So Houston's got a lot to do here. I mean, if he loses one game, it's over. But he takes game 4. It's going to bring the scoreline to 1-3, and we'll move into game 5 here. And it'll be on Boneyard. Okay, you know what? This is another really good map for aggro. And this one's PhoenixYo's pick. But, you know, it's not a bad map for PhoenixYo either. It's just that it's a good map for Houston. So sometimes you have to play maps like this. His only other option here would have been either Tight End Passage or GT Alt, which... that one you really don't want. That one's going to be amazing for Houston, the way that these games have played out, so... yeah, that's the thing. Winning in practice kind of doesn't matter. It's all about winning in the actual series, you know? I do jiu-jitsu. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. Probably a million times. But we always say, like, it's good to lose when you're doing live training because you're learning, right? And then when you get to a tournament, you know, now you don't want to lose, but, like, when you're getting choked in jiu-jitsu, sometimes you're like, man, I can hold on a bit longer, you know, and you make things hard for everybody. It's like, you want to do that in the tournament, but you don't want to do that in practice. You want to learn. Anyway, same build for PhoenixYo. What would you call my version of it? My version of it would be exactly what Houston's doing. Like, exactly what he's doing. In fact, if I recall, Houston and I actually did some drilling of this build to see if he could defend it when he was going to play a series against, what's his face? Against Majir, right? Because, you know, this is something that Majir was doing a lot, and it was giving him good success. Okay, but we do have some adaptation from PhoenixYo, though. He knows this is coming, so he's going to change it up. This is a base runner inventory being built now. Or tech, that is. And you gotta reckon, yep, that is a base runner building right now. Which I suppose looks the same as a support cruiser, but, you know, he wouldn't be building 2 SCs, would he? And he's moving his way out onto the second base here. He'd like to take that if his opponent's not attacking him. I like this more. I still don't really like it, but I like it more than the last one because at least you've got some defense. And looks like he is going to put that turret down, actually before he even spotted Houston here, but still. This can still be won. Question is, can the Blastron get up onto the turret? That's what it's all going to be about here. Ooh, very good movement there. See how he aggro's onto the support cruiser but he doesn't hit it? That's going to let him get the turret. He gets the turret. Alright, very good, very good. Even trades for the 1 LAV here. A couple of skins, not in the fight though. Salvagers didn't take too much damage, so... he's kind of going to get away with it here. Is PhoenixYo, I mean. He lost the turret though, so the defense on the main is kind of weakened, but... we do have AV Fab coming out here. Let's see what Houston's response is. He can either go ref mode now and say, okay, I've done enough damage, but I don't think he has, right? Base runner retires. Oh my gosh. He's building another one? Oh my gosh! Okay, that's terrible. I get the idea, right? He's trying to refresh the turret cooldown because he has base runner inventory, but that's, like, inexcusably bad. He's wasted, like, 200 CUs at least, and, like, 40 RUs just building base runners. That's terrible, man. No, if you needed the resources, you wouldn't do that, man. Terrible. Anyway, it looks like Houston has no intention of going back to Eco, and I agree with that. Okay, but he doesn't want to push on this position. Oh, the Blastron actually gets a good hit here, but he's gonna commit on the turret, which hasn't taken any damage. Ah! Oh no, you can't do this. Oh no, the turret is gonna live here. Barely, mind you. Has 50 HP, like a couple more shots to the skins, but you can never dive a turret like that. Base runner gonna smoke here, but the missile's already in the air. He is dead. Oh no. AV Tech is done as well, so this is gonna be a dangerous position for Houston. Excuse me. This game's killing me. And this is actually why I say you don't go ref mode, right? Because if you do, you're gonna be in the same position, but now you're trying to get 2-base set up, and PhoenixYo's gonna get 2-base set up way faster. Yeah, Phoenix, this is a trade you should be happy about. That was amazing. And it's because Houston really overcommitted onto that turret. And that thing ain't going anywhere. I mean, you can just heal up. Looks like this base runner gonna retire as well. Ah, very good, very good. Yeah, big throw there. Second PC is on the way, though. I mean, Houston's gonna make the sub-rail rush. He's not out of it yet, but this is definitely a bit of a dire situation here. And when you're up against the wall, this kind of thing feels so terrible, because if you lose this game, you lose everything. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that we rail rush on Boneyard. Long gone are the days when PhoenixYo would say he preferred this spawn. As I chomp on some ice. Here comes the 2PC for Houston, so he'll have a lot of skims to work with here. Oh my gosh. Alright, whatever, man. Whatever. EMP round's not tech just yet. Are you saying that because you wish you'd gotten it here? I mean, I think he'll be fine. By the way, this guy gets away with 2 HP. That's twice now, okay? Remember on the game in Firebase, he had a scouting skim that was getting hit by the carrier and he got away with 2 HP? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But yeah, I agree. LAVs are definitely the name of the game here. He's got the production upgrade, he's going to be building them. Railgun EMP, still not tech here. That's a really pivotal tech in this rush, it seems. These days, that's just always how we play it. Now, PhoenixYo is 2 base, alright? So if the status quo remains, then this is actually good for PhoenixYo. So Houston needs to be proactive, he needs to push out here. And PhoenixYo is kind of trying to play over on this side of the map, but this is a little bit... Oh, that's sexy. This is a little bit dangerous because if you go in here to try to hit salvagers, you can do damage, but your opponent can kill your carrier. And, you know, you'll trade a couple salvagers for a carrier. That's a good trade, so... Right now, though, I like his positioning a lot, actually, because he's got this pincer setup, right? EMP rounds teching, that's going to be important. But, you know, PhoenixYo's got this really nice setup where, like, he can come in from both sides. And that's what you want to do against the railguns. I think maybe it's best to have all the LAVs together in a blob so that they can fight the skims, but these AVs going to be pivotal here. Okay, and here come the trades. Let's keep our eyes on this, because this is going to decide basically the entire game. Still kind of a bad situation for Houston. He's got to get something done here, but he is hitting this carrier. And you're right, he's got a bigger army. EMP gonna finish now. Just a second here. The exact timing is gonna be so important right now. But the Sandskimmers are taking a great trade against the LAVs. Here come the AVs on the backside, but these LAVs aren't with them. EMP gonna be used here, a very good EMP to try and stall off these AVs. They can try and smoke, but they go down. None of the railguns die. Oh! And suddenly this game swings again, and this is great for Houston. Uh-oh. He needs to get this carrier off the base. That's the next step in this play. And then he can take, like, the hill right here. It doesn't look like a hill from this view, but if you zoom down, you see it is. You get range calibration, and you're, like, hitting the main base from all the way over here. It's just impossible to play against. The only hope your opponent has at that point is to try and flank, but I mean, we saw what happened there. Sandskimmer armor coming out. That's a nice tech. You know, just make your Sandskimmers a bit tankier. But Houston needs to play a bit more proactive, you know, he's got to drive it. This is the same problem he had on Torin. Gotta get moving here and start pushing. Twin gunships? I don't know, we've seen A-game play that way. He says it's good, I don't, so it's kind of, it's debatable. The gunships will definitely, you know, wreck the Sandskimmers, but the idea is that 2PC gives you enough anti-air coverage that you should be okay. LAV's gonna try and find another flanking angle, by the way. They're very upgraded, like, he's got damage 1 coming out. Houston's got armor 1, that's it. Which is good, it's good that Houston's matching the upgrades here. In fact, missile ship tech being, oh, okay, it looks like he cancels it, right? But that's the idea, right? So if the gunship comes in and kills the railguns, even if the gunships die, maybe you can then push with AVs, so... We've seen A-game play that way before, he's had some success with it. But, I don't know, I think it's very risky. I think it's very risky. But Houston's still playing this real slow. You want to push out here, you want to make your opponent sweat a bit. It's giving him too much space, I think. Range calibration, though, on the way. That's a good tech. Coalition railguns outrange Gaussian railguns, but when calibration comes out, it goes the other way, so that's always important to note. Yeah, you would. And like I said, A-Game's even played that and won with it, so... No, he's right, Houston, he's right. I don't agree with it, personally. I think it's kind of a dangerous strategy to play, but we've seen people win with it, so... It's possible. I don't like this though. Again, you can't be dealing with your opponent's main when your main is like your carrier is gonna die, right? I think he really needs these LAVs back home. Yeah, he's gonna bring them back now. Oh, okay, but now he's got a good flank setup. Turret getting set up. And the rails are hurting. This is what calibration does. This guy needs to get involved in the fight for sure, but... Turret doing a bit of damage to this skim though, but Houston doesn't... Oh, he really shouldn't push. Yeah, he doesn't have to push on this. Where's those LAVs at? They're coming! Okay, PhoenixYo, once again, he pulls the rabbit out of a hat and finds this amazing flank angle. What can Houston do now? He's got the EMP. PhoenixYo needs to be splitting these LAVs. Oh no, he leaves them all together. They get EMP'd. Ah! All but one of them gets stunned up here. The Sandskimmers jump up on top of it. Oh no. And these LAVs aren't in the fight at all either, of course. Oh no, he just gets dunked by the EMP. Ah! That's not good. These LAVs even gonna try to make a run up, but there's nothing they can do. Oh dear, and now we move on to a phase of the game where it's just range calibration heavies against coalition rails. That's not good at all. Oh man. Yeah, you've got to try something now. Now I would support AirTech, because you need something, you know, you got to pull a rabbit out of a hat here again. I thought he did well enough finding that flank. Yeah, you have to like keep the unit split. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. Uh-oh, skims! Ah! Oh gosh, that's 2 turrets. Ugh. Okay, big trade there. Big trade there. I'm gonna assume that says walked into, but I don't know. Oh. My friends tell me he's doing the thing. If he starts mining off his opponent's second, I'm gonna die. Oh, there certainly are. It's not so game-ending as you act. Houston's positioning is a bit off. He really wants to be like right here. Because again, this is still on the hill, and then now you've got like the maximum range. And you'll actually like, you'll reach down to here with the railguns. It's ridiculous. Railgun fight though, gonna start coming here. Houston could get heavies too, but Mag sounds more important for sure. Base Spinner sets down a turret here, but this is kind of a bad turret. The railguns can just kill it. Okay, you really don't want to... Oh my gosh, don't walk into the turret now. Okay, he's gonna correct this badness. PCs, there you go. PCs get vision. That's how you want to play it. Oh no, the railguns flipped their fire. Okay, they did manage to get the kill there. Railguns all go down though, and again, here you see the turrets are gonna kill the... Or, sorry, the railguns are gonna kill the turrets here. Yeah. Keep complaining. Keep complaining. Again, EMP doesn't do that much damage. I mean, like, heavy rails are still fragile as heck. I think we've seen the counter to rail EMP already this series, so... Got him! Yeah, also, if the railguns move a bit to the right, they'll be able to hit this logistics module. And this is how you want to play it. You want to play it so slow. All you want to do is just, like, push on your opponent and just, you know, slowly kill them. You don't have to dive or anything. It's so easy to do. Feels really nice. You have to watch out for these AAVs. This is kind of a moment where you turn off range calibration and start kiting. Just tell me one thing, Just Karen. Is it about Joke Patch? Because if it is, I'm not going to watch it. I swear. Oh, he's doing the thing! Yes! Haha! Look, he's mining off his opponent's second. Oh! Got him! It's not about Joke Patch. Okay, I'll watch it then. I'll watch it. EMP's kind of whiffed there, actually, but... Yeah, PhoenixYo gonna surrender. Oh, this is just the icing on the cake. Beautiful, isn't it? Anytime you can mine off your opponent's second, you're just obligated to do it. You have to. It's not a question. It's not a question. Okay, what's this clip? I have to scroll so far. Send the link. I can't find it. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, no, that's not Just Scared. Where's my clip? I was promised a clip. Well, Just Carrier's fallen asleep, so we're just gonna jump into game 6. Which is gonna be on tight end passage, of course. And now it's Houston winning 2 in a row, so he's getting some momentum back here. Yeah, sure. That seems like a good idea. That seems like a good idea. Look, there it is. Oh well. It's tight end passage. So, again, this is a very, very good rush map. I mentioned before, the danger here is that the last map is Canyon Outpost, and that's a good map for PhoenixYo. And that's if Houston can win this. So he's not out of the woods yet, but I feel like he's got very good chances in this game, too. I agree. Well, no, actually, I disagree, because... Sorry, I'm being very accurate in what I say here. The problem is that you really want Canyon for the ace match. And again, every map will be played that isn't banned in a best of 7, unless, you know, you refuse to ban one for some reason. The only other map that you could pick was GT Alt. And I think that's just, like, that's extra bad. That's, like, a really good map for Houston, so... It's probably best that you pick the way that you did. Yeah, I think actually the pick ban was not bad for you. Only you really should have banned GT Alt, because it would have been bad for that to show up, but you know, whatever. PhoenixYo doesn't ban maps because of reasons. Yeah, whatever. Same attack here. Let's see what the adaptation is. He's got 3 LAVs here. AV tech on the way. This is a much better response, because now you're going to be able to answer. I actually think you want like 5 salves, and then you can try and get 2 over here. Storm Cleaver 5. That's got to be a new guy. Cool name. Anyway, welcome to the chat. But he's got a bunch of LAVs here, so now he can fight the blast drone attack. Hopefully, anyway. The numbers are still pretty good, though. It's 8 to 6 now. Let's see what happens. 1 missile gonna land. That's pretty nice for PhoenixYo. AV Tech finishing now. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if there was a window to jump in with the BD, it's probably closing here. Yeah, AVs are already building. And, you know, the problem is that, like, at this point for Houston, you've kind of got to leave. Because, like, you know, when AVs come out, they actually are very threatening to the PC. Looks like he's going to start heading out. He's got the mobility powered up. So that's good. Oh, he's going to go back. Ooh, I don't like that. Oh yeah, he's gonna go. Maybe he had the whole army selected. These 2 BDs could maybe hit the AVs and do something. That's kind of the hope here. Oh, yeah, just like this. Oh, that's an amazing hit. Okay, he should jump on this and capitalize. He's too... Well, maybe he shouldn't. It is 2 AVs. That's kind of a lot of damage. No armor ups, though. I mean, maybe with high ground he could have killed this, but I guess it is a bit dangerous. He needs some kind of tech, then. Because, you know, you can't answer the AVs just with skims. Eventually that's a losing battle. It's gonna be railgun tech here. It's gonna take a long time to get there, though. Uh-oh, and these skims here are really not able to join the fight either. They trade 1 for 2 so far, which isn't actually terrible. Yeah, they're just gonna get hounded on the way back out. There's high ground and everything. All these skims died. That's actually pretty bad. Railgun tech done, though. Is there one building? Yes, it's a heavy. Okay, but you gotta be so careful here. You gotta keep this guy away from the fight. Probably needs to power up the... Yep, power up the missiles. Good, good. Phoenix is expanding to 2? Not just yet. Here's that railgun. Ooh, it's a little bit dangerous here. You want the skims up in front at this point. Okay. He gets the railgun out. That's gonna be good. Now he wants to actually push. He needs to, like, get his opponent off of his 2 base so that he can set up the mid-game macro play here. Maybe ref mode is a play, maybe 2 PC, whatever he wants, but he's gotta push his opponent. You can't go on this hill. You need to go around. Oh, you really can't go on this hill. This is like the range of an AV. He's already in range. Ah! No, he's got a kite. Oh no! This guy's gonna die so fast. Oh no, the railgun goes down. Oh, what are you doing moving up to that hill? Oh no, he does get the LAVs, but these 4 AVs are still up. Another railgun building. Okay, that's good. See if he can make some magic with this missile. No, it's not really gonna land very well. PC trying to kite, but there's only so far he can go. He's up against the rocks here. Framed this really nicely, so like the tight end carriers in the background. And this PC is gonna go down here, almost certainly, right? He's actually gonna take some time to shoot the railgun. That's admissible. A couple det packs attempted. I like that, but it's not gonna land. Even a blast drone coming out here, but oh, that's terrible. Man, and up against the wall too. You know, you lose this game, the series is over. I always like to just go hard in these scenarios and try not to give up until it's really just completely unsalvageable, but yeah, it ain't good right now, that's for sure. It ain't good right now. Nice step packs, wow, let's get the kill there. Gets the drop off, okay. I mean, yeah, like the game's over, but Houston's microing really well here, actually. Nice PD, yeah. Yes you do. Things became personal when Houston started mining off your second base, right? Base runner gonna get the retire off? Oh, now, PhoenixYo, that's how you retired units. Got it? Oh, man. Oh, you didn't? Oh, that's too bad. That makes it, like, half as funny. Hey, it's you. Welcome, my friend. I see you made a Twitch account just for me. Oh, you found your password. Good, good. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Well, Houston, gotta give him points for it. He's gonna stubbornly stay in it. Everything wiped. He actually built a new PC there. He had 0 units for a second. But, you know. Get to do what he can. Oh, man. Ages ago, huh? We used to play Minecraft when we'd have family gatherings. Don't know what happened to that. That was a long time ago, too. Good question. Good question. A little bit of trolling, yeah. We do a little trolling. No, but you gotta give it to Houston for sticking in here. This is obviously a bad situation, but he's gonna hold it out. I like it. PhoenixYo, though, what's he gonna do to capitalize on this? Oh no. Oh no, I know what he's gonna do. Now it's personal, man. After that game 5, it's personal. He's gonna kill Houston with turrets, isn't he? Oh, it's terrible. Well, if you don't know the meme, there was this one time that Houston died to turrets against PhoenixYo, and he'll never live it down, so he's gonna end the series with a stinging reminder of that. Oh. You know, I love it, actually. I love it. It's poetic. It's poetic. Yeah, but I was so bond. Yeah, well now you're gonna feel the pain. I will say though, Houston's mining off of his opponent's second base. I think that's a bigger burn than this. I think that's a bigger burn than this. But I'd love to see a bit of bravado in our players here. Oh gosh, he's gonna mine off his third too. Okay, I give it back. PhoenixYo, you win my heart for this one. Oh gosh. It's brutal. Oh man. Yeah, that's ouch. Houston doing everything he can here, man. He's building units, he's trying to defend, but yeah, you know, PhoenixYo has so much time to play with here. Aw, oh, jeez. It's brutal. The mood, eh? I thought for a second that was Diamond. I was like, what is Diamond? Did you know that DOK actually has ranks for like the auto match? And of course nobody's managed to get beyond to like silver because no one plays auto match, but yes! That's the joke patch reference we all need. That's the joke patch reference we all need. Houston gonna try and expand now. Now this is, I think, the right move. Again, there are no right moves when you're this far behind, but you've got to like take the fight to your opponent and say, maybe I can keep, you know, trying to hit you with some kind of units, because otherwise you just don't really have anything, so. Yeah, you know, as over as this game is, Houston is playing it well. Turret gonna get set up here, but he can snipe that one. Yep, gets the attack order on the turret. Yeah, it might be. You might be right about that. It's like, you know, it's just one of these situations. What can you do? But I'll tell you what, there's gonna be a need for a second PC in a moment, because this one's gonna die. Of course, the problem is that, oh, you gotta cancel these units too. Oh, that's actually so much money that he lost there. When a unit dies as it's like building, you lose the money just permanently. It does? What? You gotta be joking. Freaking DOK. Yeah, this time it really is over. This time it really is over. Now Phoenix has got his setup here. He's mining off his opponent's third. Nice. He's mining off his opponent's third. He's killing him with turrets. Oh, man. I think he's gotten his revenge. I think he's gotten his revenge. Oh, you hate to see it, but you also love to see it. This harkens back to the PhoenixYo of old, you know, back when he would actually try. I liked that, you know? I used to think PhoenixYo might actually become one of the top tier players, and then he just kind of plateaued massively, and then he actually got worse somehow. This harkens back to those days. Now he knows how to meme properly, you know? This is good memeing. This is good memeing. My face actually hurts because I'm smiling too much. Well, it sure wasn't for lack of trying, though. Houston really did a lot of practice. I mean, I can't overestimate it. Or overstate it, that is. You know, he, you know, Phoenix, I will give you that. I will give you that. Yeah, Houston was, like, playing 10 games a day for, like, an entire week. It was crazy. And he did well, you know? I think this is a hard-fought series from both sides. But PhoenixYo is going to take it. And he is going to be our lower bracket winner. Move on to JC 15 with some nice seeding points from this. Houston, man, he played well. I would not feel bad about this series at all. It was a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. And I'll catch you in the next one.